Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy King7 here back with another video. Before we get into this video, I just want to remind you all there, kings and queens, and I hope you all are having a very blessed day. Now, some of you on this channel might not know this, and if you are new to this channel, this is information for you. But I have been a lifelong Nets fan. I've seen it all, the ups and downs. RJ, Vince Carter, J Kidd to Jeremy Lin, and you know, some scrubs. You know what I'm saying? But I've been through it all, right? We've just landed James Harden. This is going to be my initial thoughts from a Nets fan that watches every game. So I do think my opinion is pretty credible. It's pretty valid if I do say so myself. And I will be making some controversial but interesting points throughout this time. Now, here's the official tweet from Woj. Reporting with Ramona Shelburne, Brooklyn Nets are acquiring James Harden, a three-way deal with Cleveland. Karis LeVert, Dante Exum, Rodions Cruz, 4 first-round picks, including Cavs 2022 first via Bucks, and 4 Nets picks swaps to Rockets. Jared Allen, Taurean Prince to Cavs. So what it sounds like we lost here, we lost 3 firsts, and we have 4 swaps, if I did read that correctly. And we've lost Jared Allen, Taurean Prince, and Karis LeVert. Now, there was also news, if you're interested in, if you're a huge Karis LeVert supporter, the news also did come that we are acquiring. So as I'm like live reacting, there's still more stuff coming out. So Nets are acquiring a 2024 second round pick in the deal from the Cavs. For Cavs, Jared Allen solidifies their future at their center spot. Don't the Cavs have Andre Drummond? Wait, am I bugging? The Cavs have Andre Drummond, right? Why would they? What do you mean solidify their future at the center spot? Isn't Andre Drummond still young? I'm so confused by that. I don't even know why they would want Jared Allen. But and the Rockets are going, and the Rockets are sending Karis LeVert to the Pacers for Victor Oladipo. Wow. I mean, this makes sense because, all right, let me explain why this makes sense, and then it'll also explain my overall theory and my overall thought of this trade. Karis LeVert is a very below average. No. That's cap. Not very below average, but he's below average in almost every single aspect of the game from a guard position, unless it's in the pick and roll. He's a very good pick and roll player, right? And that's where he thrives. So the Rockets, we don't have any centers. So how is he going to thrive in a pick and roll scenario? I mean, I guess Boogie and Christian Wood, but that's not really their style of offense, you know what I'm saying? So LeVert going to the Pacers, I guess LeVert running that pick and roll with Domantas Sabonis, that's going to be really deadly. And Victor Oladipo to the Rockets, I guess you could say, I mean, Victor Oladipo I just think is a better player than Karis LeVert, better two-way player for sure. But all right, so let's go back to the initial tweet by Woj. So we're losing Jared Allen, Taurean Prince, Rodions Cruz, he doesn't even matter, right? I don't even know if he's still going on with those. He's like in court maybe still for some allegations. I don't even know what's going on with him. But he hasn't played for the Nets in a while since his rookie year. And Karis LeVert. So the main things, we swapped picks, we lost picks, whatever. All right. Karis LeVert, Taurean Prince, Jared Allen. Let me assess. I know I'm talking about these picks as if they're nothing, but let me address them for you very quickly. These picks aren't the same as when we traded away for Paul Pierce and KG. Paul Pierce and KG were 34 and 35 years old, and they were completely past their prime, averaging 14 points and 17 points respectively. James Harden is coming off a year where he averaged what? What did he average? James Harden. What did he average? 34 points per game last year? Like, he's still that guy. Obviously, I know last couple games he's been struggling, right? But he's doing that on purpose. He did that on purpose, guys. Trust. He's just trying to send the point that he doesn't want to be there. All right, basketball reference. Let's look at what he averaged last year. I'm telling you, 31. Like, he's still that dude. Why is this taking forever to load? My bad. All right, he averaged 34 and 36. Even this year, even though he's not scoring as efficiently, what is he still averaging? He's still averaging 10 assists a game. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me go back. Let me get back on track, back on target. So James Harden is still that guy, is what I'm trying to say. To compare the Boston situation to getting James Harden is absolutely not the same at all. James Harden is one of the best offensive scorers of all time. KG and Paul Pierce were way past their prime. Look at people calling me right now. They're like so confused what's going on because everybody knows I'm a big Nets fan. Everybody, bro. What's up? I'll call you in a second. I'm doing something.
What are you you doing?
I'm recording my reaction to the Nets. Peace. Alright, so there you see all my group chats are blowing up, right? Okay, alright. So we got rid of Taurean Prince. Sucks. He's bad. He's not a good player at all. At least for the Nets. He's supposedly supposed to be a 3-and-D guy. His 3-point shot has been lost ever since he came to Brooklyn. He did start slashing a lot more, which I did like. He was actually getting to the rim more effectively, and he was performing better as of late. But us losing him, it's really nothing to be upset about. Now Jared Allen, he was continuously getting better, but he still is limited in his potential, I would say. I mean, he was making some lefty hooks, righty hooks. He was using his body better. He hasn't really bulked up, even though they say he put on 15 pounds in summer. He hasn't bulked up at all. He started hitting some little midi free throw line jumpers. But there is a player that is currently injured that you guys, Net fans, you might call me crazy. But, I mean, I think his ceiling is just much higher, and that's Nicholas Claxton. Spencer Dinwiddie said he's the most talented player on the team besides Kevin Durant. I'm pretty sure that was the exact quote. And in his limited opportunity last year as a rookie, he did perform. He's much more coordinated than Jared Allen. I think he could be as good, well, maybe not as good, maybe a little less of a rim protector than Jared Allen. But Jared Allen really is not a good rim protector. He gets bullied down low. Nicholas Claxton has the same, he still has the same, frail frame, you could say. But, I mean, dude, the guy is literally like 7 foot and ran point guard at D1 in college. So, I mean, he has much more talent to him than Jared Allen. Jared Allen was very good at setting screens and rolling, knowing when to roll and stuff like that. But I think his stats were just this season they weren't as good as they really said they were. I mean, the last couple games, DeAndre Jordan hasn't played at all. Like, it was just Jared Allen, and then Jeff Green would come in at the 5, or DeAndre Jordan would play, get in foul trouble whenever he went in. I don't know what's going on with DeAndre Jordan, but I don't see how this trade is bad, like, at all. Like, all right, let's take a look at what Karis LeVert was doing this season. So we know what James Harden is, right? Like, we can all agree that James Harden is still that dude, although he has put on some weight. But that's because he didn't care for the situation he was in. He said he wanted to get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's taking so long to search for Karis LeVert. All right, where's Karis LeVert? No results. What are you talking about? No results. All right, hold up. Karis LeVert. I'm going to show you exactly. Karis LeVert is not. It's not all that, guys. He's really not. I know Nets fans. I prefer Spencer Dinwiddie over Karis LeVert every single day of the year. Every single day. All right. He's been averaging 18, right? Don't get me wrong. That's good. That's very good. He's not a great three-point shooter. He's really not. It's just like Karis LeVert. You just have to watch him play. Like, he is pretty inconsistent. All right, obviously he's a good player, right? He's a good player. He's very inconsistent, all right? His jumper's either on, his jumper's off. He doesn't know what he's necessarily 100% good at. You know, he tries doing things that aren't in his arsenal yet. You know what I'm saying? And his stats are probably inflated because he had the ultimate green light coming off the bench. Ultimate green light. Of course, he capitalized on his opportunity. You can't take that away from a man. He did do good in his opportunities, you know? But he could be careless with the ball. He has too many turnovers. I'm telling you, he's just very good in the pick and roll. And obviously that's a big part of today's NBA. But other than that, I don't think that he's very, like, Spencer Dinwiddie, I think to this day I'll still say is better than Karis LeVert. And if Kyrie decides to, you know, obviously I'm not going to judge another man's situation. But if he decides to show up whenever it's good for him, I guess, you know, I'm not trying to talk down on another man. But if he decides to show up and Spencer Dinwiddie comes back in time for the playoffs, we could be looking at a lineup of Kyrie, KD, Harden, Jeff Green, and DeAndre Jordan at the 5, or maybe Claxton at the 5, and then coming off the bench, Spencer Dinwiddie with that man that has the ultimate green light, which he's very used to coming off the bench, being that 6th man. Then you got Spencer Dinwiddie, Brown, you got Joe Harris. Joe Harris probably in the starting lineup. I don't know why I said that. Joe Harris, you got Claxton. There's a lot of good. We got Shamit. He might find his stroke someday. Who knows? But there's still players on this roster. Like, we didn't get completely skinned in this trade is what I'm trying to say. Now let's see if Woj has anything else to say. I just feel like I rambled about a bunch of different things. Whatever the future of Kyrie Irving with the Nets, this trade does one more important thing for Brooklyn. It makes a strong case to help keep the franchise's most important player, KD, beyond his current contract, which that is true. That is true. I don't see why KD would want to leave now. If you got James Harden is locked up for 2 more years, I don't think KD would want to leave anytime soon. But guys, I mean, what else is there to say? What else is there to say? Karis LeVert, he blocked me on Instagram probably 3 years ago. I just said, Karis, stop shooting threes. You shoot like 30% from 3. I didn't even at the guy. I think I commented on like a Nets post, and then he blocked me. Or maybe I did at him, but it was in a Nets post. Like, it wasn't on his Instagram. I never followed him, and he blocked me. It's so soft. I've never talked smack. I feel like that wasn't even smack. It was just like, stop shooting threes. You're not shooting them very well, you know? But other than that, I've never like ever messaged an NBA player because sometimes they're reading, you know, gets to their head. Like, I was seeing Shamit the other day. I was excited when we got Shamit, and he hasn't been that good, but I haven't tweeted at him or anything like that. But I saw he responded to like some fan's tweet saying he's going to get in his bag. He'll figure it out soon. But guys, Jared Allen, Rodions Cruz, Taurean Prince, Karis LeVert, and 3 firsts, and 4 swaps. Like, I don't really see how, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really see how this is a bad trade for the Nets. Like, we got to figure out our big man situation. We really, really do. We really, really do have to figure that out. But honestly, I see this as a complete win for the Nets. Like, I don't even know what else to say, really. I'm interested to see what you guys think in the comments down below. But overall, I mean, it kind of sucks because LeBron lost those rings to Steph, Clay, and KD, and now he's about to potentially have to face James Harden, Kyrie, and KD in the finals. Like, damn, if LeBron loses in the finals to that team, you know, all the LeBron haters are going to hate on him, but how is it possible that he's supposed to beat that type of team if they gel together and they play together the way that we know they're capable of? But guys, I really have nothing else to add. I think overall it's a win for Brooklyn in the short term and the long term. Like, in my mind, we really did picks and we swapped Harden for LeVert. So I think Claxton could potentially be better than Allen, Taurean Prince. I'm happier that he's off the team than he's on it, and Rodions Cruz absolutely did nothing for our team. So, win for the Nets. Comment down below. You guys are probably gonna turn into a bunch of net haters because we're stacking our chips up against the field, and you know we're making it kind of unfair, I guess you could say. But guys, if you did overall enjoy the episode, make sure and put any comments down below. You know, we could have a friendly debate in the comment section. But if you did overall just enjoy the episode or enjoy me covering the news, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy, King Star 7, and I'm out. Peace.